Hello, my name is Mr. Napier. I'm excited to see that you've been added to my class roster. During our time together, I want you to feel comfortable and excited about learning. I will do my best to help you with any challenges you face, but that means I need you to talk with me and share with me any questions and all of your goals. I look forward to helping you achieve success in the future. Over this next little while, we're going to review over the scores that I've been given and see what we can do to best improve Elise's scores in reading. Let's dive in. Looking at these first results, this is the second page. The first page told us that it's an average of 193. Now on this page, we can see we're at a growth of the 44th percentile, so we're really low on growth, but we are exceptional on our achievement. That means we're not really growing very fast. We haven't learned a whole lot, but we are way ahead of our peers. Okay? And looking here under the instructional areas, this gives me the information that we are strongest in our vocabulary. Okay? We're doing really well with our reading foundations as well as our comprehension, critical reading, and research. And although writing and language is also good, this is the area we can most improve. And that's going to help increase our growth, and then that will also increase our score. With that goal in mind, we now take a look at what are the standards that are going to help us the most to improve those scores. So I look down here and I'm looking for what we call power standards. These power standards have the most coverage within them, so we can get the most bang for our buck, if you will. So the 5 power standards that I have identified and we're going to focus on are listed below here. You'll see them. It's here. Number 1 is our highest priority power standard. That's 3.2.W.2, and it states students will edit drafts and revise for clarity and organization. We have 7 substandards here. That means we're going to have the most coverage of material and knowledge by covering that one. You'll see the following 2 have 4 substandards, and then 4 and 5 are 3 substandards. Once we get those knocked out, we can focus on the other standards because those are also important. But for testing purposes, this is where we get the most bang for our buck. And that's why I've listed here that we want to make sure that we cover 3.2.W.2 first. Since I've stated that that standard, the under writing and language, is the most important for us to cover, that's the one that I want to make sure we cover in our one-on-one time. During this one-on-one time, I've created the lesson plan using the template provided by EPIC. I've included the author as me. My student is Elise with the first grade. The subject and standard covered is going to be reading under writing and language. Our objective is students will edit drafts and revise for clarity and organization. We're going to need paper, pencil, eraser. I'm going to want to use my laptop so I can share some different pictures and videos with my students. Pens for corrections, for me to use for corrections. And then also some reinforcement materials, which will be assigned as needed. That's going to be some worksheets possibly, as also Study Island will help hit those certain areas, those substandards that maybe Elise doesn't quite get as we go through this. And then that will allow her to get extra practice outside of the one-on-one time. The instructional sequence is listed below. We're going to go over defining, and I have supportive information there. Once we've done that, the actual assignment will be they're going to write their own narrative draft. We're going to review it together for errors, and the student will revise and edit those, and that will be her final grade. This is what I've come up with in response to the case study. Thank you for your time and consideration.